Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and the awesome people who haven't decided their genders yet. This is Arun with yet another video of cleaning awesome fish with a crappy knife. So here we just got started. Let's start just behind the fin. Feel the bones on the head and then just go right next to it. Go all the way. I like to go all the way behind the head. A lot of people waste that meat. I don't. Now we're going to run that knife just by the dorsal fin. This first cut we're going to make is to just make that incision on the skin all the way down. Oh, I just went off camera. That's what I get for using a crappy head mount. Sorry about that. There we go. The second cut is going to be the cut that's going to separate the meat of the bone. Feel the bones, feel the bones. That's the magic word here, folks. Feel the bones. Slowly work it. Take your time. A mutton snapper like this deserves all your time. Now cut that little bone right there. Now that separates. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to work the knife over the bones of the rib cage and slowly go to the other side. So now we're going to meet the middle bone, and once you come to the middle bone you want to go 45 degrees down. There we go, 45 degrees down, and take the meat off the other side. See, that's what I was trying to say. 45 degrees down, feel the bones all the way to the other side, and we're going to just take it off shortly. There we go, coming along nicely. Gentle strokes. Just don't push the knife through at one time. Just gently work section by section. It's going to result in a better fillet and not waste much meat. Now again, for a fillet knife you want to use a knife that is a little bit flexible. This is just a $2.50 knife that I picked up from a bait shop. It's been working so far for me. So just needs to be flexible and sharp reasonably. So now we're going to take the meat of the skin, just run it in sections, and you lift the meat and stick the knife under and put your finger just behind and run it. Don't put your finger in front of the knife or your finger will become a part of the fish curry. Ha ha ha. There we go, we just took it off. A big snapper, if you have seen it, has a bunch of red meat. Some people don't mind it, some people mind it. I like to trim it all off because my kids and wife think they are bad tasting. Well, you gotta make them happy, right? Already my wife is half mad that I'm using the kitchen. I gotta make up for it in a good fish fry. So let's go to the other side. Same concept. The last bone on the head, go right next to it, the flesh, go all the way to the back of the head. And now we are going to make the incision on the skin. Don't run the knife too deep this time, otherwise we'll end up slicing the fillet in half, and then it'll be messed up. So just make the incision all the way down, and once you made that, you want to make a bend, insert the knife in there and push it down and then run it so that you feel the bones all the way through. Again, gentle strokes, work slowly. There we go, working it, working it, and make that cut. Now we went all the way to the center bone on the tip of the rib cage. Now we're going to turn the fish around, and what we're going to do now is make that cut. We're going to use your forearm to press against the fish and then bring that knife the other side shortly, and then make like a circular motion over the rib cage so that you feel the bones of the rib cage and keep coming down. So you just keep removing the flesh of the fish. There we go. Now we're going to run that knife all the way to the anus of the fish. Don't stick the knife in the butt, just come right next to it. And then I'm going to make the incision on the skin now, and then stick our knife inside and then remove the flesh over the bones, on the bones, on the bones. Now it's coming off nicely. There we go. Now with a bad knife like this, to just cut that bone off, it's not going to be a easy task to press it down, but we're going to use leverage, pointing the knife up, sticking it in, just snapping it up. There we go. Feel like a man, right? Doing that. There we go. Take that fillet right off. That's a beautiful thing, ain't it? You can see the light through the fish. No meat wasted. A bunch of people would say, dude, you're wasting the rib meat, head meat, whatnot meat, this meat, that meat. Well, guys, I don't waste much of it in a grouper, but for snapper, this is all I do. Now we're gonna do the same thing. Run the knife, on the skin, and work in sections slowly. If you mess up, you correct it. Nobody's perfect the first time. Took me a while. Now we are separating the flesh and the skin. There we go, it's gone. Now we're going to have a bonus segment of how I remove the red meat. Just take a section off, in the center, just go down a little bit and then make the undercut. Once that's off, run the knife shallow from left to right on the red meat. It comes right off for just a small piece. Now that is $100 bill. That's a beautiful thing. There we go. Again, it's a tail piece. Run it down and undercut. There we go. It's gone. I'm gonna be eating good. Now the shoulder part, there is a little bit of red on the other side too. Just take it off slightly. Turn it around. There we go. Straight down and undercut. That's gone. Now similarly to the other cut, go from the left and the right. Lift it up. Boom. We're done. There it is.